and she was frantically waving her hands, feeling so nauseous she nearly threw up. Turns out, Ruth really did get scared so bad she wet herself. This unexpected physical attack hit the perfectionist's nerve, and she decided not to touch that dirty girl anymore, but it gave the other two a brilliant survival idea. They quickly followed suit and wet their pants, hoping the bald guy would get disgusted, but he just sent them straight to the bathroom as soon as he caught a whiff, and scolded them that they weren't allowed to relieve themselves anywhere. Leave that behavior for the concept of leftovers, which shouldn't be wasted. The word leftovers made the girls think of human sacrifices. Is the bald guy in a cult? Just as they thought they were about to be offered to a dark god, they heard the sound of high heels outside the door, and their hearts sank. They hurried to peek through the keyhole and saw a lady pacing outside. They couldn't help but yell for help with glee. How many people are out there? No, don't go in. The girls thought they had finally found their rescue. But when the door opened, they all wore weird expressions. Don't worry, I'll have a little chat with him. Just looking at this refined lady sent the chill down their spines. Was the bald guy playing dress up? But the character he chose just got weirder and weirder. By night, he changed outfits again, sitting at the door like a clown. My name is Hedwig, and check out my red shoes. What? Someone's here for you. What's for dinner? How old are you? 9. Casey finally realized this wasn't just dress up, he had multiple personalities. The bald guy was switching between his cheerful personalities to meet them, but little did they know he had 23 different ones to choose from. And with each switch, his thoughts and abilities changed too. This time it was the childlike persona, and he looked all soft and fluffy, so Casey quickly played her cards right, claiming this bald character needed a little boy snack. Especially the bald one. The little boy freaked out and cried, so Casey seized the moment to persuade him. She persuaded him to help them escape, but the boy looked terrified of the bald guy. You can't leave here, I cannot let you. I need to protect my head. Don't run. Multiple personalities are a severe mental health issue. The ways of torment tend to be tragically awful. The girls feared he might unleash a killer personality. Otherwise, they'd be doomed. In terror, the trio pounded walls for a soft spot. They were trying to dig their way out, but the walls were as sturdy as a fortress. Then, Elizabeth had an idea. She started banging on them. Surprisingly, it finally made a hollow sound. Armed with her heel, she smashed upwards and busted a hole. But it was reinforced with metal bars, and she had to break it a bit more to see what was up. Just then, the little boy returned, hearing the noise. He slammed the door open, and the other two quickly braced against it while Elizabeth hurried to finish the job and finally broke. It was a vent. After removing the metal cover, she climbed with all her strength, and outside went quiet. The two thought the boy had left, but the next second, the door burst open with enormous force. It turned out he had switched personalities. He transformed back into that kidnapper. Fortunately, Elizabeth had successfully escaped, rushing through the ducts only to find cupboards at the end. Seeing the bald guy chasing close behind, Elizabeth quickly ducked into the cupboard while he yelled and ran right past. Elizabeth finally breathed a sigh of relief, but in the very next instant, she realized it was unwise to provoke the bald man, and so she stepped out of the cupboard obediently. Instead of punishing her, the bald guy scrutinized her deeply, and Elizabeth felt an overwhelming sense of humiliation, so she took off her sweater. In the end, she was locked in a storage room, and the bald guy even welded the door shut, seemingly planning to starve her. After finishing all that, he returned to his lair, focusing intensely on the ceiling and ordering them to take off their skirts. As a result, the girls were trapped in bed. Suddenly, Casey realized the bald guy had switched personalities again, possibly pedophilic. The next day, the bald guy switched personas again, dressing up the girls. Not only did he fix their hair, but he also gifted each of them. This calm and loving atmosphere only heightened their fear. Then they were escorted out of their cell into the living room. He wanted to treat the girls to something different, so he sliced up a loaf of bread and slapped on a bottle of lard, making the girls gag as they munched on it. If they don't fight back, they'll be stuck with that greasy mess for dinner. After exchanging glances, Ruth quietly grabbed the chair. Then she approached the bald guy. Facing his knife, Casey had no choice. Ruth saw the exit outside, but it was just another locked room. She immediately began frantically searching for something to defend herself with, while the bald guy approached, seemingly channeling a tragic. He couldn't stand the comfort of others and thought the best punishment was a stab. Now, Casey was the last one left unpunished. At this moment, time felt eternal, as the bald guy was hugging her tightly while sleeping. his hands went. Staring in fear, Casey didn't dare to move. Suddenly, the bald guy sat up, blushing and asking if he could have a little kiss. Just a little peck on the lips, come on. The bald guy was so excited he nearly choked, and after the kiss, he gazed at Casey with deep affection. Casey suddenly realized in her heart that this particular personality trait might indicate he is a hopeless romantic. Her answer made the bald man thrill with inexpressible joy. I've got a CD player right by my window. I can't wait for a chance to listen to music with you. And with that final line, the show approached its climax. If you like this story, don't forget to subscribe.